have that difficult conversation. You know you should delegate more. You know you need better boundaries, and yet you don't do it, or it doesn't stick. So the question isn't about knowledge. It's why doesn't knowing automatically translate into doing? As an executive and leadership coach, the most common thread I find in high performance isn't a lack of knowledge, is the gap between knowing and doing, between insight and transformation. So I'm going to share with you today the 4 steps, the A, the B, the C, and the D of why that gap exists and what it actually takes to close it. A, awareness. This is the beginning, not the destination. Most people treat awareness as the finish line. I know what I need to do. Feels like progress. But awareness is only the entry point. What creates sustainable change is what you do with awareness. In coaching, we call this the action reflection cycle. Try something, notice what happens, adjust, try again. Over time, new behaviors stop feeling like effort and start feeling like you. But only if you commit to doing, not just knowing. Let's look at B. Belief. Belief quietly runs the show. Many people know what to do, but don't believe that they can actually do it consistently. Someone might know they need to speak up in meetings, but if they believe their voice doesn't carry weight, that knowledge stays dormant. Coaching isn't about teaching new information. It's about surfacing the beliefs, operating underneath it. Knowledge without belief is fuel in a car with no engine. Let's go to C, confusing information with transformation. You can find a masterclass on any leadership topic imaginable, and still people aren't changing at the rate they're consuming information. Because information tells you what, transformation requires the how and the why. Real change doesn't happen in the head first. It happens in behavior, in habits, in how you show up under pressure. That doesn't shift with just another article. It shifts through deliberate practice, reflection, and accountability. D, dismissing emotion as irrelevant. We are not purely logical and rational beings. Fear, pride, insecurity, habit, these drive our decisions, even when we know the logical thing to do. I've worked with senior leaders who knew exactly what a good apology sounded like and could not bring themselves to say it. Not because they lacked the words, but because something emotional was blocking the action. Coaching creates space to understand those layers and to develop the emotional intelligence to move through them. Knowledge is valuable, but it's never enough on its own. The leaders who grow aren't always the most informed. They're the ones who close the gap between insight and action again and again. So here's one question to take away. What is one thing you already know that you haven't yet applied? This week, do that one thing, just once, imperfectly. Then notice what happens. Drop your answers in the comments. I genuinely will read everyone.